So don't just take my words for it. Let's just look at a few stats. We know that 75% of employees are currently dissatisfied with the company's L&D function, right? Only 12% of employees reported applying new skills that they've learned in training in their job. 60% of employees wouldn't recommend their organization's L&D opportunity. Just take a moment. Ouch. That hurts a little bit, right? Well, how can we try to avoid that? Well, I'm going to give you the first tip. My clicker is not working. There it is. Nope. Nope. What's happening? There you go. So that is our first tip. Really try to understand people's pain points and how you're going to solve them. Right? Implementing a learning platform really shouldn't just be ticking a box at all. Try to gather information, whether it's externally, you're doing that right now, talking to me, talking to other providers, but also internally, just really take a moment to understand what's going on. Are you trying to onboard your new starters faster? Perhaps automate the process along the way because it's taking too much time to your people team. It's taking too much time for your managers. Is that what you're trying to do? Well, okay, let's go away and try to resolve that. Maybe you're trying to create job aids to really enable your teams to be more performant. This might be another use case you want to work on because this is a real business need. So, okay, go away and work on that. Then, make sure to explain and communicate the benefits internally. Always communicate the why, right? Because remember, you're gonna see lots of cool functionalities, lots of cool features out there, but the benefits, the real benefits, are going to tell. So make sure that you sell that internally. A great example of a customers I've actually worked with is called CellGP, and what they were really trying to do was to realign all of their events, scattered teams that were global, all over the world, and realign them on the messaging of their company, because all of them were pitching differently. Right? So what they did, they went away, they understood the pain points, they started to create amazing content internally and shared it with the relevant teams so that they could all align on the messaging, on the core value, on the mission, with a very specific emphasis on sustainability. So they went away and they did that. Tip number 2. Win over the right people and work with the right people. So whether they are different internal stakeholders, they could be your learning champions, they could be your managers, they could be your C-suite. Don't wait last minute to get them involved in the process. Get their buy-in. Communicate with them the real value and create a bit of a hype as well to just create the excitement around your learning platform. We've seen some of our best customers already establishing contact with specific managers, for example, as early as the sales process. Because you don't have to wait for launching the platform. You can really get all of this buy-in early on, right? This could be, for example, to tap in your internal knowledge expert to create content and to support you, the L&D, the people, the HR teams. Don't hesitate really to tap into these internal stakeholders to create a strong cross-functional collaboration. Again, that shouldn't just be an L&D-led project. It shouldn't be a top-down approach. Otherwise, you're not going to get engagement, you're not going to get adoption, and again, all of this will be for nothing. So just really create that collaboration within your business. Tip number 3, work out with what you've already got. So what does it mean? I'm sure every time I talk to customers, they say, well, we don't have anything, we're just starting from nothing. Lie. Why? You will have content within your shared drives, you will have content living in the brains of some senior stakeholders. Use these resources and make it work for you. Also, people will already be telling you where they are, where they are not engaged. You can also audit the content that you have, audit the content and the resources. Get your people to tell you where they feel engaged, how they like to learn. Use your data to make informed decisions, to say, okay, I can see that actually most of the team is using X content, so therefore I really need that. Your existing advocates will already be telling you all of this anyways. A very simple way to do that is to have a little bit of a spring clean, amend, edit, change. I don't have more synonyms, but you get the vibe. Just get everything and make it work for your new learning system. And remember also to always do more of the things that are working and just scrap everything that doesn't work. Because if it's not there, that means that either your people find it useless, or another thing is that it just is too difficult to find. Maybe it doesn't get access to the relevant people. So just resurface that, help them find the content accordingly. Okay? Tip number 4, that's my favorite. Build a learning brand that people love and promote it. So, company and learning brand can, and in our opinion, should be different. Why do you think that? Well, they are completely different audiences. Your company brand for your external customers. Your learning brand, however, is for your internal employees, but also to attract new talents within the business and retain them. So we've always seen customers who are putting a lot of efforts to build a great, a strong learning brand much more successful than others because they get this adoption, they get that engagement from day one. Because the learning brand is going to resonate within people. They are going to understand the core mission of the business, the core values. So this is why it's super important to build this brand identity and mission that will always resonate with your people. And also, we always say, feel comfortable to shout your learning brand in corridors. Why? Well, Tommy is at the coffee machine and he says, Jane, where can I find a sales playbook to help myself a little bit? I'm struggling with objection handling lately. Well, Tommy, go on and we can have different examples. Ooh, I'm missing a slide. I'm missing a slide, that's okay. I can find it. There we go. You can really say, well, go on the troposphere. So this is an example of one of our customers that has really worked hard on, building a great learning brand. It's quite different from their company brand. However, it looks great, people are engaged, and they're really getting the content that is out there. Just a bit of a stat, 50% of employees, to show you why it's important, 50% of employees view the employer branding as a key part of their HR approach. And also, companies with strong employer brands see hiring costs fall by 43%. So that means that you can really get talent within your business and retain them if you put a lot of emphasis on that learning brand. So it's a really win-win situation. I'm going to try to find a slide again for the tip number 5. There we go. Tip number 5. Understand your platform inside out. That sounds pretty basic. We have seen sometimes that it's not necessarily the case. Why is it important? Well, We always tell our customers not to try to run before they can walk. So you might have already decided today which learning platform you're going to go with. Now, you are going to be the first link in the chain, the first advocate, the first champion inside the business. So with great power comes great responsibility. Own it, own that. This is your time to shine, right? So if you don't understand how your platform works, how are you going to, explain and convey the true values of what it can actually deliver? How are you going to run effective pilot tests? How are you going to win over the right people and work with them and establish the benefits to them? So something to think about. And finally, we're coming to our last tip. Nope, not this one, we've already talked about it. There we go. Be clear on your goals and how you'll measure them. How are you going to measure success? I get that one for the end because it is quite a biggie actually, and it's easily missed, right? So really focus on solving real problems and also measuring the impact of your learning initiatives. If you don't know what they are yet, that's okay, don't worry. You can easily, share a survey internally to ask your people. Ask them what they want. What is it that they actually want to see on their learning system? Where is the need? What are the requirements? As an example, we've actually worked with one of our customers that was really successful in launching the platform because they did internally run a survey to all of the employees. And what came out of that survey is that most employees wanted to actually get a more structured learning offer. So all of the team together focused their efforts to really try and deliver that, and they did. And the next quarter, after launching the learning platform, they did see the survey results increasing. Of course, why would they not? Because people got responses and answers to their needs in learning. So that's, a really win-win situation. L&D team is happy, they're delivering on the KPIs. The learners are feeling happy because they feel that they're being listened to. C-suite, yes. Managers, yes. They're all happy because they can really drive more performing teams. So win-win, everybody's happy, you've done your job, and people are getting the skills that they need in their daily life. So this was the last point. Now I'm gonna just check if you followed what I just explained, and you can even win prizes. So help me just summarize. What were the 6 different points that I explained? What are the 6 ways to successfully launch your learning platform? Come on, help me, give me one.
Pain points.
Yes, the pain points, well done. Number 2, understanding people's pain points and how to solve them. Number 2. Say that again. Yes, Margaret listened, win over the right people and really work with them. Number 3.
Work out what you've already got.
Yes, work out with what you've already got. Number 4. Yes, bravo, John. Really, really good. Strong learning brand so that your people can resonate. Number 5. Become a champion. Understand your platform, all the little buttons and things, and understand the value that it actually can deliver. Very good. Number 6. There is a t-shirt to win. Very good. Be clear on your goals and how you can measure them. Very well. So these are 6 simple ways, but you really can try and apply that. Even if it's just one, take away and really work with your teams. So all of this supposedly will help you to close the engagement gap and launch your platform in a very all tranquility and all peaceful ways.